Coming into the season, everyone in Jayhawk Nation had one game circled on their calendar: Texas. The top basketball programs in the Big 12 were ranked number 1 and number 3. And in November, Jayhawk fans were already whispering their worries about going down to Austin's Erwin Center, where Bill Self had never won a game. Then the Longhorns started dropping games. 4 games to be exact. Those losses in turn dropped UT to number 14 in the rankings and almost erased their hopes of contending for the Big 12 regular season title. But even after all the letdown, pundits were still dubbing last night's game the Super Bowl of the Big 12. So how did KU crush Damian James and Rick Barnes' hopes of going to Disney World? The 10-minute, 56-second, 22-0 run by Kansas. It was early in the game, but late enough that the Longhorns couldn't ever come back. It all started for Kansas and ended for UT when Morningstar hit a tough high-arcing shot with 13.5 to go in the first. Markieff Morris then decided to join in and jack up a tray of his own, bringing the game even at 14. Everyone's favorite Townie then proved his worth as a defender, breaking up a pass in Texas's backcourt and finishing on the other end with a tough layup. And then the Jayhawks post defenders started cleaning up. Dexter Pittman is known for swatting defenders, but Markieff manages to give him a taste of his own medicine here with one of his 3 blocks of the night. Tyshawn Taylor decided to join the 3 party, hitting his only shot from beyond the arc here, bringing the Jayhawks run to 17-0 since the 14:08 mark. It wouldn't stop there, though, as Sharon gets one of his 4 steals, pushes the ball coast to coast, and gets swatted by Dexter Pittman. One man's trash is another man's treasure, however, as Marcus Morris gathers a loose ball for a short bank. At this point, the KU run was 19-0, and that's when Sharon decided to absolutely flatten the Erwin Center. Markieff Morris comes up here with a steal off a lazy pass by Avery Bradley. The Hawks push the ball up the floor and go ahead and take it away, Brent Musburger.
Sharon nails a 3-ball like an
Sharon
early dagger.
absolutely buries a 3 with a hand in his face, and that would be the final bucket in KU's 22-0 run.
You could always tell the
Late enough, Longhorns could never come back from that massive run by the Jayhawks. They got within 10 late in the game, but the lead never felt in question. Head baseball coach Rich Price announced today that All-American and preseason Big 12 Player of the Year Tony Thompson would miss the beginning of the season because of a hairline fracture in his left kneecap. The injury occurred last week in practice when Thompson fouled a pitch off of his knee. There was no structural damage to the knee and it will not require surgery. However, this will be a big loss for the team as Thompson led the Big 12 in batting average, home runs, and RBIs last year. Team physician Dr. Jeff Randall expects Thompson to return in 4 to 6 weeks. The track and field team competed this past weekend in the Husker Invitational in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Jayhawks earned 8 different medals at the meet, including the gold in the women's 4x400 meter relay with a season best time of 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Mason Finley also brought home a gold medal after winning the shot put with a throw of 60 feet 11 inches. Meanwhile, senior Lauren Bonds traveled with 2 other Jayhawks to the Mayo Invitational in South Bend and qualified for the NCAA championships in the mile, winning the event with a time of 4 minutes 44 seconds. It is the second event Bonds has qualified for the NCAAs in, as she qualified for the 3,000 meter race last week.